I'm not hearing anything. It's loading video.
It's loading video.
We're good. We're good.
Welcome, listeners, to the 43rd show. This is the 43rd episode of Timbus Gamecast. We're happy to have you join us tonight. I am your host, Scrivian. I'm joined by my co-host, Harper.
Hi, guys.
And our Guild Wars 2 guild leader, Dimos.
Yo.
So, how was you guys last week?
Busy.
Busy gaming or busy real life, or both?
Well, I thought you were going to cut in. Busy. We had a kid-free weekend, so we just went all out.
Nice.
Gaming and, restaurants, everything. So it was fun.
Very good.
Yeah.
How about you, Harper? What'd you do?
I was a little under the weather on Wednesday and Thursday, but this weekend I leveled my shaman and got her to 85, so I was very excited about that. I was very heartbroken that Neverwinter Beta is not this weekend, which I knew it wasn't going to be, but I didn't expect to miss the game
A couple
that
more
much.
weeks ago.
So, yeah. Anyways, but other than that, it was good. We had a real good week. What about you, Scrib? How'd the move go?
It was nice. I moved to Houston.
Yay!
Actually, I moved southwest of Houston, more out in the country, apparently, where the cable company In Touch has a monopoly hold on everyone. So we're hoping to see. I'm looking forward to see what the video quality of this is. And then, of course, I gave Greer a little bit of a warning, saying there's a chance that we get disconnects and all that other stuff based on the speed that we have. So, but we'll see. Hopefully, we have a good couple of years of rating here, and we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. Well, let's just jump over into the news then.
All right.
And here are your hosts with news from the games we love. Go ahead, Damas. How about Guild Wars 2?
Alright, Guild Wars 2. Colin Johannesson did an interview where he detailed basically the patch we're going to get on the 26th. Highlights are he went kind of in depth with the guild missions. System allows guilds to create content in the world for everyone to experience, bringing a lot of new upgrades and the research process that we have in the guild right now. So we get new guild buffs, stuff like that.
Oh, nice. That'd be good.
Yeah. There are going to be multiple categories of guild missions that guilds can kick off, and within each category there are several different challenges. After completing a mission, a guild gets a reward that can be traded for guild-wide bonuses such as waypoint cost reductions. Those are going to be
that'd be nice.
Hell yeah.
That can get
Awesome.
pretty pricey
I think I
at
started
times.
spending a lot of silver on that when I was going all over the world trying to find stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely a gold sink there in the long term. Anyone that completes a guild mission will also receive a personal reward, even if they aren't a member of the host guild. And a member of the host guild gets an extra reward on top of that that can be traded in for personal guild rewards. A whole new, currency involved with that too. Then they touched a little bit on the new daily system that they're going to be bringing, where we're going to have options to select what we want to do for the daily instead of them telling us what to do every day.
Mm-hmm.
They want to bring in this system where it kind of promotes people to do a lot of different things other than just what we're doing now is, killing basically. And
Right.
one of the things they mentioned was that, you could choose to do like score 5 goals in Keg Brawl, or you could do 3 jumping puzzles for the day.
Oh, Keg Brawl.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
fun.
That's
I
cool.
love
That's nice
Keg
that they give you the
Brawl.
option to do that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. And then they also threw in a little side note yesterday, I think, that they're including the ability to preview items on the trading post now. So, good stuff.
So you can preview them on yourself, like in other games and stuff.
I thought
Yeah,
you.
Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you
Okay,
couldn't
that's
do
cool.
that. That's
like
right.
gear specifically, yeah.
Mhm.
You can't preview it, yeah. So
I forgot
Oh, I
all
didn't know that.
about
That
that.
was
That
pretty
is
good. Yeah.
fantastic. Heck yeah.
Yeah. 26 is looking nice.
Very nice, very nice. And World of Warcraft 5.2 was originally targeted for the 26th of February. The developers came out and they talked this week saying that, because that's the target date, so don't, we give you these, we rarely give you dates. And since we gave you a target date this time, it has a slide. They reversed what I said last week, where they were going to do a Valor wipe, or Valor decrease to Justice, and then Justice to Silver kind of thing. What they've decided to do is they're going to allow players to cap their Valor, which is at 3,000, so it's 3 weeks worth of Valor, and hold it up. And the reason they're doing this is they say the benefit that players are going to get out of having the Valor is only going to benefit them in that the cost of the 5.0, 5.1 gear is decreasing. So you'll be able to get a 489 chest, a 49 legs, of those kinds of things. Now we know they're looking for raid level of gear is going to be 502, and then the normal raid gear is 522. Now to get any of the new gear from the new reputation, you have to earn the reputation before you can buy it. And the only way that you can the only way that you can earn reputation is by killing raid bosses. And looking for raid bosses count, and normal and heroic count. So that's the only way that you're going to raise your rep. So they figured that by allowing players to have 3,000 Valor isn't going to really change anything. You're not going to see this big boost in gear score because you still can't get the new gear until you get in and start killing bosses. And we know the first week when 5.2 comes out that the normal raid will be available, but looking for raid, the first wing of 4 will not be available till the following week, and heroic will not be available till the following week as well. So basically, it doesn't affect the gear or getting in it, but it will allow players to catch up. So
I think that's good in a way.
Yeah,
it's good in a way, but we were having this discussion in TeamSpeak this weekend about hoarding your Valor or spending it, upgrading your stuff and that kind of thing. I'm still kind of on the fence. I mean, part of me is, I've upgraded quite a few items already.
So have I.
And, but, now that I have this Valor, it's like, do I want to spend it? Do I want to keep it? I don't know. So I'm still kind of on the fence. I don't know.
Well, it depends. I guess we have to look and see how much reputation gain you get out of killing bosses. How fast are we killing bosses?
Yeah, well...
before you get the reputation, because you're going to be capped. If you go in capped, then you've got to spend it, because for every boss kill, remember, you still get 45 Valor.
Is it only killing bosses in the new raid, though? Or is it the new heroics?
Only in the new raid.
Oh.
Yeah, the reputation is only for the new raid.
But
so when you think
LFR
about that, you're going to get 45 for LFR.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know. You don't get Valor for killing LFR bosses, but you do for getting normal bosses, so that you're not going to get your Valor that way, but you'll get your rep that way.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You get rep.
Right,
now, you do get
we need to
Valor
see how much
for finishing a
and
section
I don't think that the new rep
Valor,
is also... The new rep is not included in the dungeons or the scenarios or the farm dailies. It's just the old stuff.
But now, if you're buying the gear, is that the set pieces? Is that what they're talking about?
No.
Because, okay.
It's still like rings, belts, boots kind of stuff.
Right. Because, the normal drops we can get anytime. We don't need rep for that, but just, we have to kill the bosses first to get them. So, I'm sure there's going to be lots of different
What do you mean?
things.
I mean, you can...
boss drops
you're going to get
themselves.
looking for raid drops.
Yeah. Boss drops themselves, like, not the set pieces, but other things. You don't have to purchase them. So, so that's kind of half good, half bad, I guess. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, boss drops loot, right? It doesn't always... It drops a set piece and a piece of regular loot,
No.
right?
Why are they going to drop set pieces?
Well, what are you buying then in the next tier then, besides tier
You're
pieces?
buying tier 15 level regular, like, amulets, rings, the stuff that's non-set, your non-set items.
Okay.
And I'm assuming, I haven't gone to look, I didn't look at the loot list, and I know MMO Champion has it posted, but I'm assuming that the tokens for the tier 15 gear aren't going to drop in the first half of the raid.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not.
So that's why I was confused. Is the tier gear comes out of the tokens is going to come out of the second half of the raid?
But when you purchase when you have the tokens, you have to turn them in. Do you need rep for that too, or no?
No.
Okay.
No, regular loot drops are regular loot drops. You're not.
Okay.
This is the currency system is separate from dungeon drops.
Yeah, I gotcha.
If you get a
gotcha.
tier 15 helm token, you're just going to do like normal. You're going to walk up to the tier 15 vendor and turn it in and get your helm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't realize they were going to do such a significant amount of rep gear for us to buy, Valor gear or whatever, in this next tier. So,
I don't know that there is.
so
It
that'd
didn't
be
look like there was
interesting.
a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's
Not as
not too
much as
bad
there
then.
was in 5051.
As much as we do LFR and as much as we do rating, we should probably be able to get our rep up pretty quick, or
Yeah, it
a
should be
decent
fine.
amount. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone should be fine. Everyone will be fine. Which means that they could lower it down where you get a minimal amount for the boss kills to slow it down. So we'll see. I mean, that's their big thing is the flow, and they don't want. I mean, if 3 weeks after 5.2 launches, everyone's clearing the raid, then we're screwed because it's going to be like 3-4 more months before we get another one.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be spread out. So cool. So how about Neverwinter?
Well, as I was mentioning earlier, beta weekend is scheduled for March 8th. They're not really leaking a ton of info about what's coming. People are getting kind of frustrated on the forums about it, but they'll let us know. Just, they talked about monetization, and they start by restating the game is free to play. So it's kind of, it's like the Guild Wars 2 model. It really is. I mean, it's free to play, but you can you can buy things with the Astral
it's
Diamonds.
one better than Guild Wars 2. You don't
It's free
have
to
to buy the
download,
game.
right?
Oh, well, that's true.
Yeah, free to download.
Yeah, that's right. I keep
You
thinking
don't have
because
to
I bought
spend anything,
yeah.
but people will.
The packs are available for the cosmetic pieces as we
Well, some
talked
people
about.
have.
What?
Now, is this beta weekend that's coming up? Is it strictly for everybody that's paid already, or are they gonna?
I
think so.
believe this is the last weekend that they're
there were-
gonna.
No,
it's-
there's two. There's two more betas.
Well, no, it's not the last. What I'm saying is, it's the last weekend that it's just for the people that have bought the packs to get exclusively in, and I think after that it's opened
I
up
don't know.
for other.
If you look at the notes, if you go into the forums where they do the announcements, and this is, I was kind of concerned, is it says buying a founder pack gets you into at least one beta, not all of them necessarily. I'll be pissed. Oh no,
know.
I read it again today.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're going to get into every beta.
Yeah, I think they'll do that too, because I think people will be really pissed if they don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and another thing that I'm really concerned about is, well, I found myself in this predicament. I'm really considering I want the $200 thing, maybe, but now I'm thinking I'm not going to do it because I had even sent a ticket into Neverwinter and asked them, hey, can you upgrade me to the 200? I already spent,
They're thinking about it.
They're like, no, there's absolutely no way we can do that. You're just going to have to buy the $200 pack if you want it.
They're in the forums right now. They're saying they're thinking about it, and they're looking into the feasibility. The issue is that the rewards from the $60 and the 200
not
ones
the
are
same.
different.
Yeah.
So it's not
Right,
like a
and I
step
don't even
up.
care.
It's
Take
completely
my-
different.
Erase my $60 pack and just give me the $200 pack. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I think I agree.
That
with
was
you on
kind of my
one.
point. But
Yeah.
so I'm okay with. I'd rather have the horse than the spider. Anyways, I did the spider and Rift. It was cool. Yeah, so I'm okay
Rift
with the
had
horse.
a good spider mount.
Yeah, they did. I love that thing. It was really cool. But and then this is not the news, but here's a point. Since you've been reading everything, Scriv, as much as I have, apparently, that I was reading on the forums that somebody had mentioned that the Drow, or Dro, however you say it,
The drow.
that the thing that you get with the $200 founder pack is not that you get to play the Drow race. Everyone will get to play
Correct.
the Drow race.
Yeah, it's a
just
Menzaberons
you get-
and Renegade.
Right. So you
It's
get
a specific. Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to be able to play Drow whether we buy the $200 pack or not. Apparently,
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do like every other RA Salvatore fanboy and girl out there.
Yeah.
Are gonna.
Yeah,
It's
I just
like
thought
the
that
entire
was
drow
kind of.
race has moved to Neverwinter.
I think it was kind of misleading to everybody a little bit, but I don't know. Just people didn't read between the lines
I
as much.
kind of understood it that way, but I didn't want to, jump in and say that.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I think I'm still going to go dwarf.
yeah, I'm going to go with cleric.
Although I'm kind of stuck though because I used my brother's name when we used to play AD&D back in in the 80s. I used his character name And so if he decides that he's going to play, I'm going to have to like not use the character name. So, but Scrivian's mine. So I mean, I'll go that way. But yeah, I might not get my Lamousse, which I've used for years since he stopped gaming.
Oh, so that's his name.
It is. It is.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
okay.
the story. Yeah, it was. And this when you think pen and paper Dungeons and Dragons, it's straight RP. It is. So you say, have you ever RP'd? If you played pen and paper D&D, you've RP'd because that's what you're doing.
Hey, is there loot in that? I was asking my husband about that last night.
Absolutely.
So is it made up
But you
loot?
don't get it to the
end. Is there a loot standard that you get? Like
it's up to the dungeon master.
Okay.
The dungeon master, and we're really deviating here, but this is like gaming news, so this is okay because I'm actually doing the beta for the pen and paper right now. I'm reading through the materials and the new stuff for the 5th edition.
Your own beta for your own pen and paper? I'm just kidding.
No, it's from TSR and Wizards of the Coast.
Okay.
Okay. The Dungeon Master determines the level. As you're leveling up, you start with a level 1 character. I mean, this is all pre-MMOs. So you're starting with a level 1 character. The DM has all his source books and guides and everything, and basically creates the story with the encounters and everything, and lays it all out, and knows what you're going to do for the night. Well, knows what you're supposed to do for the night,
right.
And then players make their own decisions. And whatever the players do, the DM reacts to it. The DM's like God, because whatever rules go into place. And then it's all random with dice. I mean, it's like your hit tables. You got 70% chance to hit. And then at the end, when you've accomplished the goal for the night, you get your rewards. You get your experience. You get your, all that stuff based on what you do. The DM keeps track of all that throughout. Yeah.
Now, since you wear your safari hat when you're pet battling, do you wear your wizard hat when you're at the dungeon master?
I don't have a wizard hat. But you know what? Look, I've got 2 shelves out there full of D&D books from the original.
I would you'll have to show me
revision 2,
if I ever come over there.
revision 3, 3.5, and then into all kinds of source stuff. I cannot wait to get into the Foundry. I'm serious. I am looking forward to really creating some adventures.
Cool. I'd love to see what you could come up with.
So, I had to pull out some of my original Scrivian originals from the 80s.
Oh, yeah. But you'll have to be wearing your wizard hat the next... Hey, I know. For Neverwinter launch, we'll all be wearing wizard hats. I'll be wearing one, but you can't see me, but I'll be wearing one, too.
A wizard hat, and need to get a mage staff.
I'll have my staff.
Okay. I'm not touching that. So, okay. Wow. How about Firefall?
Oh, yeah, Firefall.
Oh, okay. So
Firefall.
There's another game coming out soon, too.
All right, Firefall. News this week was with this recent patch that they put in the beta is they enabled Twitch in game, and all you do is click on your options. You just log into Twitch from in game, and you're live. It does have an open mic the whole time. There's no mic options yet, and you have 2 options, 480 or 720. The first day I streamed, I did 720, and the second day I did 480. So I won't be using 480 again. But yeah, it's really neat. I think they need to tweak it a little bit, but it's awesome. Just to throw out a little comment they made when they were interviewed about it. They said many new games will begin shipping with live streaming features because it's definitely something.
I think so.
Something that's on the horizon here or already started.
Yeah, definitely, especially since that worked so well. I mean, and that's in beta.
Absolutely,
so cool.
And it just gives the developers the exposure for the game, and then Twitch gets its viewers, so everybody wins.
Yep.
So, yep.
Well, I've got another. Now let's go to SWOTOR first. The SWOTOR patch 1.7 went live. I haven't seen much. I mean, I didn't see any changes in PvP. I haven't streamed or anything. It's not. And I'm back to leveling my sniper, anyways. I tried to go out to Ilum and do the dailies, and I killed a couple things, and then I decided that I really didn't want to do dailies in another game. I got to do dailies in the game that supports my current rating. So yeah, the Gree event is going to pass me by. I saw some people that had some cool titles. I mean, they had some cool looking weapons and armor and stuff. I mean, it looks good. If SWTOR is your main game, it was definitely something you want to check out.
You do those
but I
dailies
just
for
couldn't.
rep, right? That's it.
Yeah. No. No, these dailies. I think it gets a rep out of it, but these are for. I mean, they open up some world bosses and some unique loot, and it's only going on to the end of the month. The military stuff, if you remember from SWOTOR, the rep is like on Voss, the planet Voss, that's in conflict, and then there's another conflict, and basically you earn rep that way.
Gotcha.
So, I don't know. I haven't. I looked at it, so it'll be interesting. Like I said, I went back. I think I was doing PvP for a while, and I'll still do some PvP when I can hook up with Greer as I get settled down here. I want to do some more PvP with him, with me healing and stuff. It's more fun when both of us are in there. But I think if he's not on, I'm going to go back to leveling my sniper to try to get some of those other achievements done. Getting all the characters and stuff. So
sweet.
So cool. All right, got a quick commercial announcement for everyone. I'm going to switch over. PayPal. PayPal in the upper right corner of our website. We have a little button up there that says Donate. That links straight to the Guild's PayPal account. Now, PayPal contributes or goes directly to supporting the home website, the TGC website, the TeamSpeak Player of the Month, giveaways, and those kinds of things. So help support TGC, which in turn supports you, the players. None of this stuff goes back to the officers. It's all for the Guild and the players. And you can see it there. And if you do donate, first time you donate, you get that nice green award up there, which is the Tempest Team Member Award. And we've got a couple people who earned it this week, and we certainly appreciate it. So if you got a couple extra bucks laying around, go ahead and donate. And if you don't, it's not a big deal. Like I said, we're still going to be here to support you. You guys ready for This Week in Tempest?
Yes, let's do this.
This Week in Tempest.
Jump back over to Guild Wars 2 again.
Sweet. Well, during Tuesday night's scheduled event, we had 2 paths of explorable honor of the waves cleared by, I think they switched some people out so people could get in if they needed it. I think some people are actually collecting the armor set out of there.
Okay.
Friday night.
How long does that one take? The honor of the waves.
I don't know. Q might have a better answer for that.
Oh, okay.
She seems to be the expert there. It depends. Usually they have an easy path that can be done in 20 minutes or so, I think, and then they have harder paths. It's all, I don't know. Friday night we ran the nerfed story mode of Ra and completed everybody's personal story. They nerfed the crap out of that.
Oh, really? Like how so?
Yes.
Because I only ran that once, and I wanted to slit my wrists.
Yeah, during the entire airship part, there are no veterans on the boat anymore. So basically, we were waiting. We would clean up mobs, and we were killing the dragons in no time. Clean up the mobs and wait, and then the dragons would attack again. And then when we got on, the good thing about it is, I mean, even when you defended Zoja on that last part, there were no veterans there. And you can kill Zaitan in 2 minutes now, which is awesome there. But it was a little disappointing, I guess, for no veterans at all being on the airship for that conflict. But Polly made a good point when he was commenting on it, and he did complete it this time, is that, you know, when if you're more of a solo-oriented player, you just want to get your personal story done, that it kind of makes sense to, you know, just get it through it without hitting your head against the wall, I guess. So I could see that being good, and leave the explorable mode to being more challenging.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's cool. Right after that, we formed up a group and went into the Mist for some tournaments, structured PvP. Saturday night, we had a group complete the Fractals chain, and then another group was helping Gozer complete his story mode, Twilight Arbor. Sunday night, we had about 9 or 10 of us that went out into the Crystal Desert Borderlands, and we've actually fought these guys for the 3rd week now. So I think they're kind of...
The ranking is close?
Yeah, we... I think...
Did y'all move ahead?
Yes, we're, the last time I looked, we're probably 25, 30K over them.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I
We
saw
won
the
last
war
one, too.
report this week. It looked pretty good.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we took a tower for ourselves, and then we headed to the garrison. We actually took their garrison from them, and then it was just a constant fight in and out of there. It was a lot of fun.
Nice. That's good.
And then after that, me, Tickle, and Whitey, we went off and did some more paid tournaments. We actually got about 4 golds out of it.
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. That's
Nice. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, we're getting good, and it really helps that they brought in matchmaking too. So we're
You're
we're
going against
definitely
your
Exactly.
skill level.
exactly,
Very good.
and yeah, we're gaining the qualifying points, and it looks like they put up a leaderboard every week, and right now it's supposed to be in game whenever, but the 88th person in North America right now is at 171 points. And Whitey just hit 13. I hit 7 last night because we haven't really
wow.
done paid that much. So
Right.
it looks like it's fairly easy to gain. We'll just see how long it takes us to get there. But it'd be nice to see us up on the boards.
No, that would be really nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Oh, Akimoto. He
Yay,
got it.
Aki, the real
Finally, he's
Akimoto.
been missing forever. Now he's got to
I
get back on
know.
the website.
Yeah.
He
Yep. I mentioned that to him, so hopefully
he
he'll
remembered his password last night
Oh,
to the
good,
website.
good. Well,
And
yeah,
he
but I
was
mean,
trying.
he's-
Did he ever get into TeamSpeak last night, Di? He was trying to get in,
I don't
figure out how
think so.
that worked. Okay.
Mm-mm. Nah.
That'd be
Yeah.
good. That's cool. I mean, he was really good.
Definitely. And then just general comment here. There are a lot of members putting together groups typically every night. So if you're looking to complete a dungeon, PvP, or just your daily,
Very nice.
just ask.
Well, I have a question for the Guild Wars 2 group then. I mean, with you as a guild. Who's
So-
the closest to getting a Dungeon Master award?
I believe it's Dark Locked, Dark Wolf or Locked, whichever he wants to
Okay.
go by. Yeah, I think he's the closest. Either him or Elusive. Atriel actually might be close too, because he does a
Oh,
lot
very
of
nice.
dungeons. Yep,
Oh, nice.
we're
Cool.
getting there. Yep.
Good. Well, in World of Warcraft, overall, it was not a bad week for us.
Mm-mm. We had a progression kill.
But, you know, except for the first hour Thursday, you would not have known it.
Hello, Derperator. We need your raid back.
Tuesday went well. We went in and we dropped Windlord Maldrack, which took us to 4 of 6, which I think we're still locked out, right? Working on Amber Shaper.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're just pushing, at this point, we're pushing progression over gear. We have the gear to do all of them. So we're going ahead and pushing, you know, to try to get it done before 5.2 hits.
Yeah.
Thursday, we were missing a little bit of DPS, not much. I mean, it was only 1 or 2 players. And we headed into Mogashan Vaults, and we were taught a quick lesson on taking things for granted,
Big
focus, and preparedness.
time. Yes.
And we wiped on these stone guards.
Oh,
the
my
first
word.
Raid tier boss for over an hour.
You'd have
Now,
This
thought.
was what
we
new
had the-
people.
We
But
had the
no, no,
yeah,
no.
this is mostly our
Yeah.
main raiders.
The
Oh
thing
wow.
was, we
I
had
guess
the
everyone's
worst
our main raider, but-
combination. We had the worst combination
But-
of the Stone
but we
Guardians,
beat
but
it.
we've
We
killed.
beat it
We have,
so
but
many
we have.
times.
But what we were taking for granted were the easy ones and not having to really watch for things as much. So it was really messing with people's heads, I think.
Yeah,
You
we
know.
had fun. We had fun.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
wound up just
after
kicking
that.
ass after
And the
that.
thing
But
is, once we downed him, we just ripped through the rest of the place and killed
Yeah,
every
it
boss.
was
Didn't
awesome.
really have any problems at all. And we just ripped right there. It was good. I mean, there was a lot of good loot. More blood spirits for the guild, so that was kind of cool. So I
More
think
what?
we're looking good.
Or what?
I think we did get some upgrades.
Blood spirits. It's a crafting.
Oh.
From most in Mogashan, I think 75% of the gear now is getting disenchanted when we go in there. But you know, the 1 and 2 upgrades are worth it for when we're trying to gear up some of our other raid members who aren't able to hit every single night.
Nice.
So we're thinking when the Throne of Thunder hits, we should be good to go. I know we all want to clear the tier 14. Now, you know, I've got nice awards for doing that, so we've got to do that.
Awards are awesome.
Rewards are
Yeah.
great. They're good
Yeah, they
motivation. I like them.
I do.
I like making
Yeah,
them.
I would love to have that. Yeah, we did down Windlord Malja Rock, and I don't know. I mean, the fight was overall not hard, but it was just unforgiving.
It's mechanics, and it was fun.
Forgiving, yeah.
It's a fun fight.
Yeah, it's pretty. It was we did really good though. I mean, when we did our kill, it was spot on, perfect. So
No, I agree.
know.
It was good. So, how about Neverwinter?
oh, we didn't get to play this week. We just booed and cried because we didn't get to play.
We
and
did.
I
We did.
converted Quest, I think. I think maybe she's gonna jump on
Nice,
the
nice.
bandwagon a little bit more.
No,
I'm sure
I
she
do
was
I got a
interested.
gotta
quick
make
question
a-
about that, guys.
Oh, go
Okay.
ahead.
You know how in Terra, when one thing I couldn't stand about my Lancer in Terra was when I swung my weapon, I was basically rooted in place until the
Yes.
animation ended. Is that the way that it works in Neverwinter? Or can you move
yes.
as a melee?
No, you can move, but there are some attacks which will root you for the animation, and people are bringing it up as one of the big feedback issues. So hopefully that there'll be some way to break out of that, or they'll modify it. Yeah, the whole rooting for animation is not. I don't know any players who are fans of that. I mean, you have to
Not for
understand that
melee.
when you make an action combat game, you can't root. You can't root
No.
play. Now, I understand now. Okay, if you're playing a tank player and you're going Trinity, you're playing a tank like a Lancer, and you're doing that dig in. You put the lance out, you put the shield up, and you dig your leg in. Fine, you should be rooted until you break it. No problem. But for like a rogue or a dual wielding warrior or something like that, you can't. You've got to move. It's all about movement.
Yeah, it
And
really
they do
is,
have a
because-
dodge roll, right?
I think
Yeah,
it was
they
one of the
do.
complaints coming out of the beta too, is that players were dying. You know, we have this active dodge, or the tanks have a block, and it didn't matter because you couldn't get out of the animation fast enough, and you got hit by these things. And some people were dying.
I know that my cleric, we have the ability to move out of, it's not really a dodge. It's more like a
It's
jump
kind
out of the way.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you noticed that, but sometimes it would lag, there was a delay in
You still
getting
get
out.
hit.
And then I get hit, then slide out of the way. And I'm like, wait, I
Yeah,
hit before.
it does me no
But
good.
it was pretty cool, though. Once it actually worked, it was a really nice mechanic. Also, I was reading on the forums, and somebody said, the only thing that I didn't like about my cleric was I hated running around fighting with a giant earring. And our weapons look like a big earring, a dangly earring. And for clerics.
Well, I think it's a question that hasn't been answered yet.
Yeah, no one said
And
anything. They have
is-
not
is
addressed
that-
it at all.
Is the weapon variety?
They have not
If
addressed
you're stuck
that
with
that
the
I've
exact
seen.
same thing, that's not quite D&D.
Yeah, but you can dye your weapons. You can dye your armor. So that's really cool. Off the bat, you can do that. And they give you, dyes in certain level. In Aeon, I don't know if y'all remember, but when you level, you get a little pack that would give you a bunch of like potions and stuff. Well, Neverwinter is also giving you that every couple of
Like every
levels.
5 or 6 levels.
Yeah.
Something like that,
So that's nice. And you get cool little things like dyes and things like that, along with potions and.
What about casters? Are they rooted when they cast a spell?
No, not real. I mean,
No, not
not
really.
that I could tell. I mean, the
Awesome.
only caster we were allowed to play was the cleric,
Cleric,
and
yeah.
The wizard wasn't in yet.
right, and it wasn't. I didn't notice that at all. Like I could just jump in, AOE, jump right back out, that kind of thing. I didn't have any trouble.
Tight.
So
I'm with Q
how was-
there. I might give it a try. I'm not gonna
Well,
pay for it.
Well, you don't have to. I mean, there's nothing you have to play. I mean, there's nothing at all.
Well, I meant like
I mean,
the
you-
beta. I hope.
Oh,
they
for the
come
beta,
up with
yeah.
keys
No,
or
for the
something.
beta.
But I'll try it out.
Well, and we just have to look in the guild. It'll check the forums because we got a couple people who are buying the $200 pack, and they have a buddy beta key associated. So I mean, they can give you a chance to try it out if you want. I do have a public announcement here. Currently, we have no scheduled or planned. Right now, we're looking at Neverwinter as a casual, but I know there are a lot of people who really love the game. I don't think our WoW raiders aren't going to leave raiding in WoW, but it is something to do, like Guild Wars, that you can do. We don't have anyone who's currently designated as a guild leader. Now, again, the new rules I say new, but I mean the rules since Guild Wars 2 are that if you are interested in being the guild leader, you got to put an application in, and you got to have the charter, and you have to outline exactly how it's all going to be set up, how you're going to run it, and choose your officers and all this other stuff. And you're going to talk to the leadership team, and we'll kind of get you set up and give you the support that you need so that you can be successful. Because I think Neverwinter is one of those opportunities where we could grow another branch
Absolutely.
of community if we have a leader, a guild leader, and a leadership team that is really interested in doing that. And so it's a great opportunity, especially if somebody's looking to step up. I mean, and if you don't know how to do it, you're worried about submitting the application or the charter, then talk to myself or Dimos or Harper or any of the other Tempest leaders, and we will help you do that and kind of set you up for success.
Yep.
Yeah, some of the chat rooms bringing up some other games, and I did want to mention that
Same Firefall.
Final Fantasy 14,
Exactly.
the beta is now going to be out at the end of this month, it appears. I don't know if, is that the closed beta or the open beta where some people can get in queue?
I don't know.
What was that?
Are you asking Q?
She's going to answer me. Closed beta. Okay,
Closed.
so
Yeah.
yeah, I did apply because I have wanted to see, because everyone that knows me that has played Final Fantasy is like, you would love Final Fantasy 14.
course.
It's got the coolest, that would be so your game. So I really want to try it just to see, what I think about it. And also WildStar.
No, I agree. Yeah,
Did y'all look at-
WildStar's been getting a lot of hype on our forums lately.
Wild
Yeah.
Stars.
Especially I saw
There's
this dynamic
Air.
housing.
Yeah, Air, right on cue.
And of course, we've got Arcade coming out at the end of the year with
Yeah.
from Tryon. We've got EverQuest Next, and it's unknown and cryptic, from John Smedley from SOE. So we have a lot of games out there. There's a lot of opportunity, but to build the community, again, you got to have a good leader. There's somebody who's willing to put the
I
time
don't know
in.
if you saw the
You put a lot
post
of
I
time
made
in.
today on that WildStar stuff, but they were interviewing the developers about like in-game and raiding content and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Apparently, WildStar has like 17 vanilla WoW developers on it, and
Very nice.
they were
I
talking
saw
about
the raid thing.
Huh?
Yeah, I saw what you posted on the raids.
Yeah. One of the things, though, that was interesting was they said that, how basically ratings come down to the top-end
Yeah,
guilds,
10.
make a video, etc.
Yeah.
They said that they want to be able to change the boss mechanics,
Nice.
live or something just to make it more interesting for people rather
That'd be
than
cool.
copy-paste. Yeah.
That would be cool. I've always been a fan. If anyone out there, that whole of bosses leveling against your guild.
That it's a neat concept, and it'd definitely be a change of pace.
So they learn.
I can't-
If you
I'm
beat the
gonna-
boss 10 times, he moves up to a level 2 boss. He gains new abilities.
Yep.
That would be a blast. Cool. So speaking of Firefall, again,
Definitely.
you and Skay had a great weekend in there?
Oh yeah. Saturday, a little bit of Sunday morning, Skate and I were able to group up with Kel, Coldred, and Lex for the Firefall beta, and they changed up a lot since the last time we played, and the difficulty of mobs changed, and some of the things they've changed is they added another tier of the thumpers. The game definitely seems very focused on crafting, and we definitely have a better understanding of it now. Between how much the community drives the content and how much crafting interacts with your character's progression, it really feels like it has definitely a sandbox type of feel to it.
Oh, that's
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, it's the crafting is just insane. Different minerals have different densities, and that applies different stats to whatever
that's
you want to
good. I
make.
like that.
Yeah, it's
sounds like
it's
galaxies.
huge. It's just like a million possibilities you can come up with, and you blend minerals together to make some other
Make
stuff.
ore and so-
It's
that's
insane.
cool.
Yep.
I might actually have to check that out. Now, how do you get the beta? How do you get beta access right now? I haven't really looked at it, and I know you guys have been talking
Just
about
ask Coldred or Lex for a key. They have Lex has 2 keys left, and Coldred should have 5, I think.
it. Oh, okay. Lex
So-
called it.
and it's
Okay,
unlimited
cool.
beta,
definitely
yeah.
wanna check it.
It's unlimited beta
Check
keys.
it out, I think.
Yep. And one of the things is it was actually on the live stream. It's about it was a 2-hour live stream. It was about an hour and 30 minutes in. Saw a very cool thing. It was tornado. There's these tornado events that'll come through and just destroy everything, and the trees blow in the wind and everything like that. It's chaos. And me and Skay were duoing this improved thumper, which is pretty challenging now for us. And we were doing this way off, like this path that we saw a tornado coming in,
Mhm.
and these tornadoes, like, I swear this thing had to be GM driven or something, because this thing was across the way, and we're sitting there thumping and doing what we can, and it's
Now,
just getting chaos.
Can you explain what is thumping?
Thumping is basically an interesting way to gather. Basically, you call down this thumper, it comes in, and it
Is it like Dune?
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
I mean, the movie Dune.
I don't
Oh,
know.
maybe. I just got your
Yeah.
reference. That's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
it mines the minerals out of the ground there after you've traced them,
Okay.
and you basically the different tiers give you different quantities, a better.
Well,
It's quality grades like you got your epic, green, blue,
well, is that the
etc.
game then? I mean, are you all? Is everyone? Are you miners?
No, that's not the only thing you do, but
Oh,
that's what you do for your crafting minerals. I mean, that's
okay.
the most
Okay. Got it.
efficient
I got
way.
it. I got it.
Yeah. So, and what it is it's a defend the node type of thing. You get swarmed by mobs, and while you're doing this, and the mobs will actually kill the thumper if you let them, and it destroys it completely. You can't summon it again. So it's a neat way of gathering. Anyway, we were doing that, and this tornado is going like completely the other way, and we're like, all right, we're cool. All of a sudden, this thing takes a left-hand turn right into my
It's like a
thumper,
real
blows it
tornado.
up. Yeah, exactly. It just blows it up, and it breaks loose. So like all of a sudden, 30 people show up, and we just it was awesome. It's just
Nice.
awesome.
That's cool. That's
So
cool.
yeah, cool stuff.
Well, I have a couple other game things to talk about. One, Star Wars. Like I said, 1.7 hit this week. It jumped in. PvP is still good, but the event, I mean, it's up to you. And if you like the story and they're getting some kind of unique gear, you can definitely do that. On the Terra side, I know there are a couple people still waiting for Harper to log in and to activate the, I think it was Tempestuous, the alt guild, which will be our primary guild, so we can get
Oh,
people back in. We've got 5 or 6 people. It is free to play
I
now,
didn't know
so
that
she
people
could
were
log
waiting
in
on.
anytime. I'm not sure what she's waiting for, but
Nobody
oh wait,
told
no, she's in
me.
the party. Okay, yeah, if you
Nobody
could log
told
in and get
me.
that going,
I don't even
we can
have
get
it on
people
this
back in.
machine. I'm gonna have to. I need to download it anyways because my little
Hey,
cleric, she's so
I've
cute.
logged since it went free to play. I've
Icy's
leveled
still
my
the
priest
leader,
up 2
right?
levels. What?
Icy's still the leader of Tempestuous, isn't she? Which is my little mage.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm
Yay,
pretty sure.
she's so cute, my little
I'm not.
Elin.
I'm not in it. I don't. I might be with one of my characters, but I know we've
You should
Unholy is
be.
MIA and we can't get Tempest. But
I need to email him. I say it every time, but I just haven't.
yeah,
So,
I think other people are trying to get in touch with him as well.
mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
how about Tempest? Unless you guys got any other gaming stuff you've been doing this week. I played some Spider Solitaire when I had no internet. I learned how to play that. It's pretty fun on the
Dude,
basic
when
level.
you have no
One suit.
internet, it's the
One
end of the
suit.
world,
Yeah.
man.
It was tough. It
Um,
was tough.
It's like you're
I finished a
disconnected from the
book.
world.
It is. It is. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna put the wards up while you go ahead and read through Tempest this week.
Cool, cool. All right, so Bonanza, Airhammer, and Refusion, I hope I
Yeah.
got that right, donated to the TGC Guild Fund, earning them the Team Player Award. Thank you guys, and grats.
Woohoo.
Um, long,
Definitely. Thank you.
absolutely. Longevity awards were given to Lashner for 18 months, and
Yay,
Lucroy,
yay, Tropo.
yeah, Silent Chaos, and Chaperone got the 6-month longevity awards. Congrats, guys. And my notes were cut off, it seems, so I don't know if I'm
Lex
missing-
Lurker completed Diablo 3 on Inferno level.
All right,
Oh
sweet.
wow, nice.
Yeah, and I encourage everyone to go. If you go to our wiki page, which is right on, you go from the homepage, you can go straight to the wiki. Look at our guild awards. We've got a lot of things back there, from Diablo to all the different games. Guild Wars has almost 20 awards associated with it now, and Star Wars and Rift and all the other games. Even we have a member award for Star Trek Online. So if you want to do that, if somebody wants to start up a Tempest fleet in Star Trek Online, which is also cryptic, free to play. My understanding is that fleets can now build star bases in Star Trek. I probably have been able to do that for a little bit, but so it'd be kind of cool to have a Tempest star base out there. So, but there are all kinds of awards. In addition to that, if there are other things you want awards created for, or other recognition for certain accomplishments, just talk to again, myself, Dimos, Harper, and we'll get those things designed and go through the process of getting them approved on making them worthwhile accomplishments, and it'll be fun. So yeah. So how about tip of the week?
Yeah, I have a tip of the week. It's involving leveling in World of Warcraft. I've said it before, and I really realized this again yesterday. I was trying to hit 85 before I logged for dinner on Sunday, and I was so mad because I had like 15% and I couldn't get into a dungeon at the time, and I was freaking out, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to hunker down and do quests. Within like 15 minutes, I was 85. I mean, so it just from doing a quest, because the quest changer set up so cool that if you get going on one, you'll just keep going really, really fast, and you'll hit it. So, and I was talking to a couple people who are trying to hit 90, and they're like, I need to run through dungeons, and I'm like, no, do your quests for at least, you know, half the level, because
I agree with you.
You get rep,
in
especially.
WoW, the questing is my preferred way of leveling, especially after you've done it once. It's so much faster.
Now, I did get power leveled through 80. I guess it was 75 to 80, but that was within 85, helping me.
The Lich King Cataclysm stuff is really boosted now.
Yeah, and so the XP was hellaciously good. But once you catch up with the curve, then you've got to start doing those quests sometimes, and it really went very fast. And also spend money, hello air, on buying on account gear, heirloom gear, because it is really good for XP gain too. Especially the pants, the back piece, and the head piece. Yep. Those give you that XP boost, and you can carry those up to 85. So, just
very
saying.
nice. How about you, Demos?
Mine is just a Firefall thing. If you really want a challenge and a hefty resource gain, do your thumping near a melding border. It's insane. So
very nice. My tip of the week is if you're moving to another area in the country and they don't have Verizon Fios, don't go there. Not having Verizon Fios sucks. I went from I will advertise for them. You know, I did a speed test before I left my Verizon, and I was like 24 and 24 upload download megabytes or bits, whatever the hell. And now I'm at 9 and 1.6. Yeah.
You gotta tell Verizon to get it up there.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Verizon's leaving this area. I don't even know why. Some kind of monopoly. So, you guys, any last news, thoughts, or comments?
Nope.
Great. Well, I would like to thank everyone for joining us tonight. You can leave any feedback on our website, thetempestgamecast.com. You can send an email to tempestgamecast@gmail.com, and you can follow us on Twitter @TempestGamecast. If you're interested in joining the Tempest gaming community, you can visit us at tempestguild.us. Our recruiting videos are hosted on YouTube on our channel Tempest Game Community. This podcast will also be up on Tempest Game Community YouTube channel later this week. And we hope everyone had a good night tonight, enjoyed the show. We hope you have a great week of gaming, and we look forward to seeing you in game.
Yep, everyone, thanks for listening, and we love the participation. It's awesome. So
How many
thank
people
you.
we have in the chat room tonight?
We had up to 9 people. Now we're down to 8. So.
Oh, somebody did bail.
I know, they bailed early. Boo.
All right, have a good night.
Hey guys.
Yep.
See you.
Bye. Have a good week.